Yo guys, what is up? It's Krypz and welcome to another Destiny 2 fashion build video. So today I have for you all the Guardian of the Iron Temple set for the Titan, and it's mainly themed around the Iron Banner. Now I have made a playlist of all my fashion builds, so you go and check them out for my Warlock and Hunters as well. But yeah, if you do like this set, please drop a like and consider subscribing, and I will also show you all some alternatives for those of you which don't have some of the pieces shown. But anyways, it's time to move into the set here. So as you can see, I'm using the Mark 44 standard sides. I'll explain later why these boots were pretty much needed for this set. But firstly, I'm going to go over like the weapon and ghost shell and stuff. So for the weapon, I use the Time Worm Spire from the Iron Banner. This uses Precursive X Chrome. I pretty much just really like the design of this and wanted it to be white to match with the set. Then for the ghost shell, I have the Rival Titan shell, and the Sparrow is the Golden Pride from the Season of Undying. But yeah, I just really love the design of both these items. Now obviously I could use the Lion Guardian shell as well, but unfortunately I did not get this from the Eververse. And then as for the ship, I have the Flying Foundry from the Season of Undying Iron Banner. But yeah, now as for the armor, so the helmet and the chestplate in this set are the hardest two pieces to get. So the helmet here, we have the Iron Pledge Ornament from the Curse of Osiris Iron Banner. Now this is easily one of my favourite helmets of all time for Titan, and if you were lucky enough to get this back then, Bungie are currently working on a way to transmog these sort of items from year one. You can't currently do it, so the best workaround is to use like the Iron Wilhelm or the Iron Truage from this season, and it'll actually allow you to apply these ornaments. And then as for the shade on the whole set, I have Precursive X Chrome. Now this is from the Glimmer bundle in the Eververse archive. Then as for the arms, we have the Iron Remembrance gauntlets. This is from the Forsaken Iron Banner, but like I said, with other like Iron Banner pieces in the past, they can return them from season to season. This season's set, however, is the Iron Truage, so we might have to wait a bit longer for these to come back. Then as for the chestplate, easily one of the top chestplates in the game is the Phoenix Strife with the Phoenix Battle Ornament, also from the Curse of Osiris. I don't know what it is about Curse of Osiris, it was like a really bad DLC for content, but the ornaments they made for it are probably some of the best they've made in the game. The difference between this and the normal Phoenix Strife, as you can see, the feathers have these like little tip bits, it's just way better detailed, and the plating on the front looks a bit better, although the only issue with the chest plate is this unshadable orange dot in the middle. Then as for the boots, we have the Mark 44 standard sides. I'll explain later on why I use these, but it's pretty much an issue with like most legs not being bulky enough to support the set. But it's also not too bad that I was able to use this, because I actually haven't used this much at all in fashion before. I only think I've ever used this once in a fashion set. So for any of you which do like this, then it's pretty good for this set. And then as to the mark, we have the Mark of the Great Hunt. Overall not too bad. It does come from the Last Wish raid, and I pretty much picked this as it flows really well with the chestplate here. Not so much the boots, but the boots are pretty much a compromise. But yeah, I pretty much did just make this out of pure fun, just using this helmet and chestplate together, because they're among my two favourite ornaments for Titan, and then I pretty much just came up with this whole set. Easily the weak point is the boots, but another good exotic boots I found as well is the Dune Marches. Now this is the Hip Wadder ornament, which adds the glow, but overall not too bad. The reason why, if you were to use Dune Marches on this set, I would not pick the normal ornament, because it does shader asymmetrically. Whereas on the normal version, although it isn't fully symmetrical because it's logo, it does shader the same on both sides, better flowing with the set as well. Now if you don't want to use any exotic at all on the boots, and want something that's still obtainable, then you can use the Volta Glass boots. So this raid is free to all players, so you can go and get these boots right now. These honestly aren't a bad alternative. Another one would be the Righteous boots. These don't look too bad either, although the issue with the Righteous, and the reason why I used the Mark 44, was because it looked a bit too skinny on the legs compared to like the torso and the arms. And you could even use the Virtuous ornament if you don't mind the glow. Pretty much I'll try and go for something quite symmetrical in terms of shadering. The reason why I wouldn't go with like Steeplechase, obviously it looks a bit odd, seeing as the whole set from like the waist upwards is all symmetrical, so you want to try and keep with that flow. And then we also have the Iron Remembrance as well. I personally didn't like these too much with this set, although they flow well with the arms. I don't think it flows well with the rest of the armor. Now I'm going to go over to the helmet, as I know this is where a lot of people struggle. So obviously you can use Iron Remembrance, that could look really cool on the set. But personally, Iron Fellowship is probably one of the best alternatives. but sadly it is no longer obtainable. So for any of you which don't have any of this gear and want to like try and make an Iron Banner set, so tomorrow we will have Iron Banner returning with the Iron Truage set. So here is the whole Iron Truage set you're able to get starting from Tuesday. Now this is available to all players who can play Iron Banner. Now I definitely recommend getting this set as it's not too bad, especially on like the boots, the arms and the helmet. Now I will show you how you can make it similar to my set. So if you do have either of these, the Devastation Complex and the Phoenix Strife, and obviously you could create that fur look with the set. Now I'm not 100% sure if you can get the Devastation Complex again. I did look up on Reddit and some people did say they got the drop from an EDZ package, but honestly I'm not too sure, so please if you do know, for other people just comment it down below. But a great like bulky alternative would be the Carrack type. Now you're probably gonna have to change up like the shader a bit, as the issue with like the gold on all like these pieces for the Iron Truage is that it does not shade, as you can see. So I would not go with Precursor if you don't want like a weird mix of like the lightish gold and the dark gold. So you probably want to go with Golden Trace on the entire set. Now if you wanted something else that added some fur, you could also use the Crystalline from the Beyond Light campaign, and even the Moonfan X7 chassis from the Prophecy dungeon. This is also free to all players. And then if you really want to as well, you could pair with the Crest of Alpha Lupi exotic. It flows somewhat pretty well, and for me the best like exotic you can pair is the Carace of the Falling Star. I know some of you are going to really love me for showing this because a lot have asked for it, so this definitely, if you're new, try and get the Truage and the Carace and you can make a pretty cool looking set here. As for some alternative marks, as personally I don't like this mark, but if you like me and you want something a bit different, then obviously you can just get the one from the Last Wish raid. But there's a little bit of clip in here, so if you can as well from the Eververse, the Lux one can also look pretty cool with this set. And even if you wanted a bit more fur, you could use the Lightkin from the new Override activity. So yeah, they are pretty much some alternatives I wanted to show you all. So yeah, I do hope you all like my sort of look to the Iron Banner set, and I hope some of my recommendations help you all out with making your own one. But yeah, if you did find this video useful, please drop a like and consider subscribing. I'll have a bunch more like fashion build videos on the way. I could even start making the Iron Wolf for the Hunter if you all want me to. But yeah, thank you all so much for the incredible support. I've also got the Warlock Transmog video in the works, and if you haven't already, go and check out my Titan and Hunter version if you're unsure on what to transmog. And yeah, thank you all again for 20,000 subscribers. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.